Alrighty, rolling into game 2 for the semi-final, or the losers bracket final, on the Greys and Whites tournament. ZD Rusty Light, a very dynamic map, plenty of work for transports, any early air raids for bombers and things, and also the water here, any amphibious units, and it will be any amphibious T2 units. According to the factions chosen. So let's get into it. So game 1 going to Angel and Boxeroo. So they are now up 1-0. So Matri Moofish needing to take the win here to take the game into a decider and keep the hopes alive for a final showdown against Butterhawk and Regisle. So let's do it. So no change on the teams to the first game. Well, the team compositions, or the faction selections rather. So we have on team 1 Boxer and Angel both going Cybran. Team 2 in the bottom is Matri, Cybran, Moofish, UEF. So the only difference here for this game being the change between team 1 and team 2 or top and bottom. Alright, and we have casted Boxer and Angel on this map before. They're in the bottom. Phrasing. And Boxer did take a while to grab this mountain first, so we'll see, and I'm pretty sure Boxer was in this spot, so I'll see if he can get on that quickly with an early transport or a reasonable transport, but we'll see what happens. And if my memory serves me correctly, which 100% it does, Boxer and Angel took the win on that last game that I casted on this map for them. So we'll see how they go. So we've got early raids coming out for Angel and Moofish on the right. Angel with the advantage. We've got tank v tank, but we've got the mole up here for Angel for a little bit of recon. So he's going to catch that tank. Gets the first couple of shots and a bit of movement, and here we go. So the micros are on. Whoever can get a decent micro. Angel doing a beautiful job. 6 hit points. They're doing a wonderful job to do a bit of circle work on that tank and force his turret to not be able to follow him for a little while, winning him the engagement. That was good to see. I'm glad I caught that. Well done, Angel. And now Boxer pushing Semantis down. not even mad. Good on you, Moofish. I like it. So apparently Moofish is impressed as I am at Angel's little burnouts around his tank there to get it killed. Alright, moving on though, and as long as I'm going to wear that smile, let's crack on. So Boxer now pushing in behind Matri's base with a Mantis Mole pairing. He stopped the group up here. Not sure what he wants to do with them, but he is moving them onwards. Out comes the scout from Boxer, and we don't need Angel. And here comes the scout from Matri now. I guess just seeing how far ahead Boxer may or may not be. So I guess the difference here, Boxer using the scout now to scout straight for the base. Get some intel for the raids to go for. Matri though scouting around the outsides, probably looking for these guys, but he's just a little too late to find it. This raid being pinged now, so Matri will hopefully get up and deal with them, but the mechs will surely perish. Maybe not. It might not. He might save it. And Boxer getting, yeah, it's an engineer kill there. Not killing that mechs. It's alright, not hanging around for it coming down. And maybe you can focus that one. The mechs did go down. These guys are just a little bit too late. Maybe 5 or so seconds too late. We've got a bomber from Moofish and a transport from Moofish. So some aggressive early air, more defensive air from Angel, getting the fighters up, but he's going to need to know about these things to make use of that defensive air. Moofish now, he's got his attack order. Is that on anything in particular? No, it's just a flat out attack move, of course. Alright. And here I am wondering if an attack move with a target prioritization of engineers would be a good combination. Maybe I'll try it myself. And Boxer's raid taking out a mechs down in the back here, very nice. And that engineer that was reclaiming. Slightly quiet on the front. However, Matri sending a small raid across the gap here to get him just behind of Angel's front army. He's going to get that mechs, I think. He will. Be good to get the engineer and the radar. Probably not much else. Maybe the engineer, the radar, and a little bit of damage on these guys. But oh, yep, and the engineer and the radar are going to. Well, the radar went down. Not quite the engineer. Boxer pushing forwards with his army. And on the other side, Moofish pushing up with his comm. And now, Matri's small raid has now done more damage than it could have ever have hoped, and is dragging Angel's army back from the front. Opened it up. If Moofish knew of this, which you may have seen, I think it's been pinged by Matri, wants him to go. Probably telling him over voice that Angel's army's pushed back, and Matri responding and heading in. Unfortunately, there's a few factories, 5 factories here. All he's got to do is get 1 or 2 cycles of units out, and that'll be defended. However, he may manage to take control of that gap. Angel's comm on the right, though, pushing forwards. He's going to split Moofish's attention between the 2 areas. And Boxer, yes, maybe watching the damning criticism of my previous cast on his lack of early utilisation of that mountain, has now dropped an engineer or 2 up the top there to hopefully get those. Moofish now has taken his as well. It took him a little while. The transport was idle there. I didn't mention it, but the transport was idle there for a while. However, he's got them now. And what else going on? Another raid. I knew I could hear something. Another raid here down the back of Matri's base. Scoring an Engie, putting down a PD, and he'll get those mexes. If he targets them at least, if he doesn't just run past them and leave them. Moofish and Matri joining forces here. Although it looks like Matri's going to run his units into the comm. And Angel's approaching army. It's been pinged. Don't know who by. Maybe, well, it's from Team 1's pinged their own army. I'm not sure. Maybe Angel is pinged Boxer to let him know that he's making a push there. And now Matri's dudes running straight into Angel's comm and the T2 PD. Who's got the T2? It's the comm. We are going something here. We're going gun for Moofish. So I've missed both those upgrades. Fantastic. And a small air fight here, but the Boxer coming in to help out Angel and doesn't need it anyway. Angel's dealing with the air fairly well early there, but Team 1 taking the air win anyway. So both mexes there from Boxer going down, well, from Boxer's raid going down. Those mantles to get dealt with, but that's 2 mexes dead that now have to be walked to and rebuilt. Let's recenter the map now. Boxer using his transport to drop a few engines on the left. We've got the raid versus defense raid, or anti-raid. A PD going down. I don't think it'll make it, but actually Angel's raid getting through. The engineer going down, and it looks like Angel is going to get his raid through. A lot of movement on the map right now. We've got Angel also defending against a raid from Matri here in the middle. Matri pushing his army to the right, but leaving himself badly exposed on the left. We've got 2 PD here, and we do have a couple of artillery in the back for Boxer. So Matri looking very exposed on the left, and yes, withdrawing his army. So, oh, here we go. Nice response. Nicely done from Moofish to utilise his transport to drop a counter-attack. Gets 2 anti-air, unfortunately, into the mix. They're not gonna help. It's not a bad effort to get that drop away and try to defend his base, but unfortunately 2 out of those 5 units were anti-air, so not enough. And Matri though pushing on the left, putting some pressure on boxes exposed, kind of mid-front flank, whatever you want to call it. It's been pinged there, so Boxer now realising, or one of them realising the problem. Doesn't have much back here to deal with it. They're streaming in, and we're kind of going to get this. Yeah, he'll probably lose over half his army now in this bit of a pincer manoeuvre. Boxer getting stealth on the comm at the same time pushing down through Matri's exposed section here. He's got a T2 max there, that's not going to be good. Meanwhile these remexes are still at T1. And we're going for T2 for Matri. I think I may have mentioned stealth for Boxer, I at least did in my head. And that's all that counts. A lot of raiding going on in this game. It is good to see, and Matri pushing through with this force. Could do with taking out the Hydro. Remex is going to go down the E-storage back there, another good target. Let's have a quick look at the... Well, Matri's going to lose a lot of his eco from Boxer's raid. But very quickly we've got... Ecos aren't quite even. Team 2 is just behind on Ecos, just behind on mass, although fairly even on total mass, so Reclaim probably playing a big part in that. And no, maybe Matri's had his T2 maxes longer than anyone on Team 1. Alright, so Matri's raid doing a very good job at staying alive, not killing a lot, left the E-storage up, took out the max though. Boxer not really diverting much to deal with it, and not having to be honest. It was good to get it through, but there just wasn't enough units to do a large amount of damage. That really would have been a good score. Now Angel's turn, pushing down into Matri's base. Matri just trying to recover from Boxer's hit. D2 headquarters right on the front there. Pushes out an engineer, could do with maybe a Rhino. These guys nice and close, or the Hoplite, and get him out of there straight away. But now getting surrounded by both armies. Boxer splitting his armies. There's nothing here for him to grab, but he can come around and pick up the stuff in the south of Matri's base. Matri's headquarters not being focused. These guys could do a lot of damage by taking that down specifically. I'm not sure where else. Okay, and we can see it up here. There's a bit of a blue going on between ACU, so Angel, fair enough, has his attention drawn to his own commander. A Boxeroo though coming in behind Matri's base. Matri completely torn asunder. Down to just 11 mass coming in. No upgrades on the ACU. He has no overcharge. So Matri now not looking like he's in a good position. Moofish holding his own fairly well, but turtling, and while turtling, the other 2 players have focused Matri. So I guess Team 1 doing fairly well to recognise that there. Take advantage of the static nature of Moofish's position up here and just going past it to focus Matri. And now Boxer focusing down on that T2 headquarters. He's going to get it. Look at the bombers. Oh, yep, just got it. When I saw those bombers show up, I was a little bit unsure if he'd get it, but there's more from Boxer in the south as well. So he just managed to get it with that other force that just went past the factory. But now with what's remaining of his attack, still running around doing a fair bit of, well, doing a little bit more damage. Team 1 squarely in control of this game. Let's see what everyone is doing. We've got some triads from Moofish up in the front. A fairly strong position, but immobile. As we've just seen and as I just explained, Angel brought his dude around, completely avoided this position, and attacked down on Matri. So Moofish having a solid spot here to defend his commander and this area, but unable to utilise that DPS down here because they're only PDs. Upgrading a factory on the front, that'll be the headquarters. No mechs upgrades though. Yeah, not that I can see. So perhaps too much PD invested from Moofish down here on such a open and very raid prone map. It has held Angel back, but only on the right, as I've already said. So we've got boxes, jesters, 3 jesters coming around the back. I wonder if he's going to continue on to Moofish's base. It doesn't look like he will, but we've got some Corsairs from Moofish now going for the radar and overshooting terribly because of the nature of the I guess the attack run, the angle of the attack run to radars. So quite a unfortunate waste of 2 Corsairs from Angel trying to drop that radar, but there's a second radar there anyway, and completely missing due to the Corsairs having to climb up the side of that cliff. Very interesting to see nonetheless. So not much going on between anyone. We're going to speed her up a bit. And here we go. Boxer now, I guess, preparing for what may be his final push. Matri madly trying to spam up some land and some income. Still only on 9 mass though. Ooh, TML. Oh, yep. You've got 2 TML here. I would at this point like to remind everyone Boxer did try to build a battery of 10 TML at the end of his last game here. According to him, he was overflying mass, so why not put it into something? Didn't matter though, they had basically won the game at that point, so whatever he puts his mass in, whatever he put his mass in, it didn't matter at that point. Leading with the anti-air, amazing, shoots down that bomber. I'm sure it was quite by accident though. The engineer's going to die very quickly. Angel not pushing, well, pushing a bit of, no, Angel not really pushing at the same time. A TML from Angel though, knocking out a PD, maybe. However, Boxer now pushing in, surrounding the base. He's got the Jesters in there. No anti-air from Matri, but at this point I don't think it matters too much. And we have a drop coming in from Boxer around the back of Moofish's base. It's going to deal with that if it doesn't get seen. The air's coming in to try to deal with these Jesters. And Matri's going to say goodnight, and he does. And he has been killed by a Boxer. I'd hate to say it, but I don't think we're going to go to a decider game. Could have been exciting, but not tonight. We've got T2 air coming in now from Angel. This is going to be this position done. We've got, well, no, we've got some flak. Not quite yet. We are going to speed it up though, because I don't think Moofish is going to be able to come back from this. T2 gun, he's trying his best to take down Angel's comm there, but too much PD, too much land going in. Committed all the way. I think that's going to be GG. I think that's going to be Matri and Moofish out of the tournament. bad luck to those guys, but congratulations to Boxer and Angel. They've just secured themselves as they've just secured themselves as the winners of the losers bracket, and they will both move on to face off in what will be a best of 5. I think we will be doing at this point, against Butterhawk and Reggie. So hopefully I can get some of those games out. If I can get them out live, or with the 5-minute delay, I'll try and do that too. But we'll see how we go. So yep, well played to everyone. Some fantastic manoeuvring in the beginning here. I don't think this was the it might have been the tank that died, actually. That might have been the tank that got the run around. So bad luck Moofish.